Come and get a taste of my mind. Come and take a look behind the scenes. See, we've been a father, see we hero every day. I'm on the grind. I won't never ever take a day off. Everything I do is gonna pay off. Your little father time with me, with me, with me. You should try your little father time with me, with me, with me. Come and get a taste of my mind. Come and take a look behind the scenes. See, we've been a father, see we hero every day. I'm on the grind. I won't never ever take a day off. Everything I do is gonna pay off. Your little father time with me.
Welcome back to a new season of Father Time with De'Meco Blair, a podcast where dads talk about balancing fatherhood, relationships, careers, and passions. I'm De'Meco, resident dad to a wackadoo toddler, and this week, Mayari is just like communicating like her own thoughts. Like she's not repeating what we're saying. She's making up her own stuff, and so it's been a trip since she turned 2.
Cool. That's dope as hell. Good shit that the twos are talkative twos, I guess. And my name is Blair, aka Sir Winnie. We play Parnos with your country cousin, father to the 8-year-old named Penny. So, moving on.
Let's go. Well, I mean, how was the holiday? I mean, we haven't seen each other since the holiday break. How was the holiday for you and the family?
Everything we talked about during the holiday special. Not much has changed. Family's doing good. Kids doing good. Life's up. Really can't be too complainative. What about you, bro?
The holiday was good. Obviously, it was hard to, in the moment, balance like Mayari's birthday being on the 24th, and then Christmas falling on the holiday, and then trying to keep up and adding a new tradition of acknowledging Kwanzaa, or at least like researching it as a family. So that was a bit much. And obviously with Mayari being 2, she's more active. So there was some snow on the ground. So it was just a lot more festive. But because she's more active, I'm like more aware. I'm like, bro, put a coat on. Like, you can't be outside like this right now. Like, you need to put a coat on. We can't be outside this long. Like, we got to go back inside. But yeah, it was a good holiday, and we're glad it's over. Like, the holiday is a mad rush because of Mayari's birthday, and then obviously the holiday season. So we're glad it's over, and we're kind of glad to get back to somewhat reality. But shoot, we're here now. We're here now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, we are.
Whoa. Before we go any further, huge thanks to the Father Time fam for tuning in. We seriously appreciate you exploring the wild world of fatherhood with us. Enjoying this episode? Then hit that subscribe button right now. Seriously, it's the best way to support the channel and make sure that you're always on time for Father Time. We wouldn't want you to miss out on a single dose of laughter or proud dad talk. Oh, you got a question or a story? Drop it in the comments. And for more content, be sure to follow us at Father Time Pod on all socials. All right, I'm back to the episode. Peace. We left a little teaser at the end of the holiday episode of our new theme song. Then you would have heard it at the beginning of this show. Let's play the actual reaction that you had to the show or to the song. For our viewing audience as well as our listening audience, you can hear our live reaction and listening to the world premiere of the Father Time theme song.
And with that,
yes,
I'll pass it over to De'Meco.
I was up to something.
Yeah,
at the end of season 3. I was up to something, and I wanted to bring y'all something hot coming into the new year. As soon as I heard it, I got to give it. So this is what it is. This will be the first reaction that Blair has to the new Father Time with De'Meco and Blair theme song. Yeah, okay. So this will be the world premiere for Blair to hear our new theme song. Yeah, let's see how he responds. Share this.
Okay, let's go for it. I can't wait.
Said I can't wait.
Come and get a taste of my mind. Come and take a look behind the scenes. See, we've been a father, really hero every day. I'm on the grind. I won't never ever take a day off. Everything I do is gonna pay off. Your little father time with me, with me, with me. a taste of my mind. Come and take a look behind the scenes. See who been a father, see the hero every day. I'm on the grind. I won't never ever take a day off. Everything I do is gonna pay off. Your little father time with me, with me, with me. You should try your little father time with me, with me, with me. Come and get a taste of my mind. Come and take a look behind the scenes. See who been a father, see the hero every day. I'm on the grind. I won't never ever take a day off. Everything I do is gonna pay off. Your little father time with me, with me, with me.
You should try a little fire. Yo, that's so sick.
I mean, and yes, your boy did make a whole damn TikTok dance to this motherfucker because I've been listening to it that much.
Oh, we going up. We going up.
So Blair, your first reaction to hearing that song, walk me through it because I know what I did. I'd love to know what that reaction was for you the first time you heard that song.
I think you sent it to me before the break or whatever, or excuse me, before we filmed the holiday special, and it was just like it was a catchy tune, but it was dope, super dope. Super dope song. It's catchy as hell. So hopefully it's something that the people enjoy a lot, and just like an added level to the episodes and things of that nature. So shout out to, I forgot the guy's name, but shout out him.
Eames Music. I'm convinced it won't be me, but someone should and will create a TikTok dance, even though TikTok gonna be banned here in a minute. But yeah, I think it was a really catchy song. Like I told you, I had that thing on replay for at least 3 days straight. That song had me hyped, big time. So shout out to Eames Music for creating that dope ass theme song that you hear on our show now.
Yes,
Speaking of last season, I'm a little disappointed, but fantasy football. Fantasy football. We can talk about the Bears' future down the road because obviously things are looking up at the moment. Until they're not, I'm reserved in that. But yeah, fantasy football. Your boy here did not do well. I expected not to do well. I definitely projected that I was not going to do well, and I lived up to the billing. When we first did our first recap of the season, you were kind of in that same boat, but you flipped on a switch halfway through the season and just started rolling off wins and found yourself in the championship.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. Shout out to picking players that you kind of know are going to perform, or at least think are going to perform. So made trades during the season to get guys and fantasy waiver and all that shit. I mean, if you do fantasy football, you understand how that works. But it was just fun. It was a super great experience. I got to go to the title game with my dog Trent. Shout out to you, bro. I beat his ass like twice during the season, and then the first game beat his ass the first game of the championship game, and then I put in Atlanta's defense for the last week because I thought Carolina wasn't going to do shit, and then they go into the most competitive football game, and Atlanta has like -6 points, so I'll lose by 2.
That was wild.
Man, it was good. It was fun. It was super fun just to be able to have that moment with my dog. So again, shout out to you, T. You got the trophy, so I need it back.
Yo, bro, I remember Tuesday morning. I was like, let me check the scores because I'm like, I'm not in that game. And I look and I do the math. Like, oh damn, Atlanta, damn. I was like, that's shit.
Yeah. Can't control shit that you can't control. It was just fine while I was there. I think that was really the best thing. Creating something that was kind of supposed to be a community builder, and I think we, just based off of having 10 people join and going through a whole 7-month NFL season, I can say that that was a success.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a little bit more active on the trade blocks. I never want to be taken advantage of, and that's just always been my thing. And I think that doesn't help a league if you got people that don't want to do trades. So that's
Oh, yeah.
something definitely. Yeah, that's something definitely I'm gonna have to do better at for next season. Cool. Well, speaking of football, we got a big game coming up here in a couple days.
Yeah, man. The big game, whatever.
The
I don't
big
know
game,
what
yeah. However, we can reference that in media.
whatever it is. But yeah, man, should be a fun time. The performances. I mean, we're recording this like a week before the game, so we really don't know who's in it. But the halftime performance should be fun with Kendrick and SZA, and then whatever guests they bring out. The games haven't always been the best. It's usually the Chiefs and the referees winning football games. So hopefully it's not like that this year. But if the Chiefs end up going to the Super Bowl, I don't see them not winning a three-peat. The NFL needs that. The NFL wants that. So I guess the NFL get it.
Yeah, I think for that halftime show, I mean, you think we're here not like us?
No, just because it has lyrics in it, so they're not gonna have that being chanted. He might play.
He might play the beat. Yeah,
it won't be a.
It won't be a whole song. Sure. Yeah, I'm excited either way. I would imagine like it'd be hard not to play those songs, but I would imagine he'd also be like, I can't play the same song on the same stage that I basically did 2 years ago. Maybe it's a different rendition. I don't know. But I'm excited to see that show and whoever's in the game. I mean, it's not the Bears, so I don't really care. But yeah, we'll see.
So one of the things that we knocked out last year, we kind of introduced, I think season 3, was De'Meco having a unsung father, a guy that we usually don't talk about. So who is that guy this week, De'Meco?
So he's actually not a biological father, but he is a father figure to, I would say, one of my favorite dramatic movies. Shout out my guy, Sean McGuire, played by the late, great Robin Williams in Good Will Hunting.
Oh,
I would say he crushed that role, coming into that role as a therapist or just a confidant for Matt Damon's character, and just really that whole like it's not your fault moment, like that really like hit home and like provided that safe space for Matt Damon's character. It's one of Robin Williams' most memorable performances for me. And I think that was like the first time I ever seen Matt Damon in a movie or anything like that. And that movie, I mean, just that movie slaps. Like you can watch that at any time, and like I'm in that movie. Like I'm just like enthralled. And how do you like them apples? Like all the like it's just that's a movie for me. And it's hard not to think about Robin Williams as a father figure in that movie for Matt Damon's character. So Sean McGuire, Robin Williams, Forgotten Father of the Week. We'll keep it pushing for next week on some other fathers that you may not think about for any of your future top 5 fictional fathers. So we'll see. So I got a question for you. You the vet on the show. So Mayari now very expressive, standing on her own 2 feet, kind of sticking up for herself, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any tips or tricks for helping to do her hair? Because she's at that point where now I gotta like we have to do her hair. Her hair is getting long, it's in her face.
Mm-hmm.
Any tips or tricks that helped with Penelope, or that you like? I don't know.
Well, I mean, I started my hair thing now. Penelope's always had like very short hair. Like when she was growing up, it was like she didn't get the, I guess, the generic mixed kid curly afro thing until about like 3 or 4, I'll say like 4 or 5 years ago. So up until Penelope was like 5 or 6, she had like very short curly hair, so it was easy to do, just like brushing it out the way. But things that I tell parents all the time is to find a way to, if you can, get them in like a little high chair with a TV show or something that grabs their attention. like something low functioning that can grab their attention and keep their attention, or like figure out ways to walk and do their hair, especially if they're too active. That would be the only two things.
Blair, you recently shared something about teaching Penelope, hey, how to defend herself, all those things. When it comes to bullying and being disrespected, all that stuff. That's something that Kate and I are taking very seriously as far as signing up Mayari for some self-defense classes, whether it be jiu-jitsu or whatever it's going to be. Wanting Mayari to be able to protect herself at all times, just so I can be able to sleep at night just a little bit more peacefully. Like, I know there's just going to be some craziness out in this world. Outside of like what you instill into Penelope, do y'all do any like structured self-defense classes or anything like that?
She's getting into jiu-jitsu this year, BJJ. More of the Gracie than anything else. Cause that's what I did. I did Gracie BJJ. So super simple. Other than that, it's just like us having conversations about what it looks like what stranger danger truly is. And it's like if somebody says they're a friend of ours, or your mom, Alma's, dad's, whatever it is, all of our friends who come up to you should have they should know the same codes that we know to kind of unlock the comfortability that you should have in these people. Other than that, treat everybody like they're a fucking weirdo, like adult or kid, and then push it forward from there until you feel comfortable in yourself to go out and you can then pick and choose who's safe and who's not. But for right now, yeah, I'm just giving her the game as I see it as a male in this world with a bunch of weird ass dudes running around. I'm just trying to figure it out for myself. But the best thing to do is wife and kid. Definitely in classes and courses that if a man thinks that they have the upper hand, it's just momentarily so I can get your arm and break that bitch. Yeah. Or choke you the fuck out. Because it don't take much in jiu-jitsu. It doesn't take much at all. I'm using everything that you are already doing against you. You want to be on top? Cool. That's an arm bar. That's a triangle choke. That's a guillotine. Darce choke. Any of those things. You want to roll and try to get on your backside to try to get away? All right, cool. Then again, that's a heel hook. That's a Darce choke. That's a reverse guillotine. So it's so many different ways that I can fuck you up. It's best that you just walk away. And also letting her understand that guns aren't bad and letting her feel comfortable around the pistol. So she understands by the time she's 13 or 14, she'll have an understanding of how to control a weapon, how to clean a weapon, how to discharge a weapon, and how to holster a weapon. So yeah, fuck around if you want.
Not in these streets. Fuck around. Not in these streets. Not in these streets. Yeah, that's something that Kate and I obviously take very seriously, especially being on the south side of Chicago. But I mean, shit's crazy everywhere. And I like that you mentioned child and partner. It's important. That's one thing that Kate and I were talking about. I was like, look, I did martial arts as a kid. I'm like, all right, well, that don't mean nothing now. I can always get better if I got to protect myself, because you know what? I still got to come home. So, yeah, I think that's important. Earlier this week, I posted on our story for our followers to give us some questions or things that they'd want to ask us. So I got a couple here. We're going to go through them and we'll just go back and forth here. So first one, would you rather win a Grammy or an Oscar?
An Oscar. That's because not too many black people get those. Or excuse me, yeah. Well, yeah, I want an Oscar.
An Oscar?
I think being an actor is way easier or way harder than being a rapper or a singer. And it's harder to get a Grammy as a black person.
You mean an Oscar, right?
No, it's harder to get Grammy as a black person. Like, I wouldn't go for a rap category. I would go for like album of the year. It's hard to get album of the year as a black person.
Got you. Okay, I got you. Okay.
That's why Taylor Swift has more than Beyonce, which is odd to think about because I don't know one Taylor Swift lyric. Surfboard.
Yeah.
That's a word. But if you say surfboard around a group of black women, you're gonna hear right on not one Taylor Swift lyric comes to mind right now.
Insert Nick Miller insert Nick Miller clip here.
I done whip my surfboard. Bringing on that wood. I be back bringing on that wood. We be on that.
Surfboard. Yeah, that's
surfboard. Yeah.
Even though Taylor Swift was on New Girl, I mean, yeah.
She's not memorable. Who was she on New Girl? Did she play herself? Because even then, that's even worse. That there's not a single clip that I've watched in the last 4 years of New Girl, like compilation videos, did I see Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift got famous after dating the football players. No one still made a compilation video of her being on there. So she's okay, yeah. Grammy, Oscar. I'd much rather have an Oscar than a Grammy.
Got you. Yeah, I would.
Because I would have to go up against motherfuckers like Taylor Swift and Macklemore.
Yeah.
As Kanye West, or excuse me, as Kendrick Lamar and Beyonce live in the same world as those two people. And yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with you. Yeah, I would agree with you. For some reason, that Oscar, like having that Oscar in your house, like that statue, that'd be kind of dope.
Yeah, because I would want an Oscar, an Emmy, and a Tony. Like I would want all three of those. So I want to be on TV, movies, and then on Broadway.
Bet. All right. Next question. What was the first thing you remember buying with your own money?
What? Like, that's odd. Like, at what point?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think almost like what's
tough. Like big money. Like the first thing I got when like I got money, I got a 2005 Chevy Impala. It's the first thing I got.
That was not my big money was not my thing. I was thinking like as a kid, like I'm thinking like what was the first thing that I bought.
Oh, I could not remember that, bro.
Let me see.
I couldn't even fake the funk to think about what that would have been because it would be lame. I had a sweet tooth as a kid, so I all bought candy. Like that's not cool.
So it was for me. I remember going. This is way back in high school when the Virgin Mobile store was on Michigan Avenue, downtown Chicago, and when you used to still be able to like sample the CDs at the store and listen before you bought it. I remember buying that Outkast dual album where it was
it was Stank On You and The Love Below.
That was the first thing I remember buying with my own.
Oh no! It was Speaker Box and The Love Below. That's it.
Yeah, that was the first thing I remember buying with my own money. That CD.
Oh, okay, but there we go. I think I was just talking to my wife about this. That if not that, it was I got Christmas money from my grandma on like a Target gift card, and I got like a BMX, like little BMX kit, like the little toy BMX kit. I got one of them motherfuckers, and then whose song? What album was that? I think it was Mystical. Wildly enough, I got a Mystical album.
Mystical.
And we were driving from Tennessee up to Michigan, listening to that album for 8 hours, or like for the last hour and a half, my mom let us listen to it, and then pretty much snitched on us when we got to the house. She was like, "Oh, mama, look at what these kids use your money for." And I forgot what song Mystical had, but it was the "Watch Yourself, fuck around and get beside yourself." I know that's, and my granny heard that and was like, "Give me these fucking albums."
Go ahead though. That's such a good song.
She took the motherfucking albums so fast.
All right, this one's
But I did buy that album, that Stank, The Love Below and Speaker Box. I bought Stank On You. Those are like two albums that I actually bought growing up.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I would say Yeah, that was just such an interesting album. It was the first time I'd ever seen something like that. And I think I talked about it a little bit last season. I'd never seen an artist, like a group, compile two separate, very distinctly different albums and make it one. I thought that was really dope.
Yeah.
All right, here's the next question. Would you rather have a rewind or pause button on your life?
Rewind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because some things that I've done, I want to do twice. That shit just so fucking dope that you want to live in that moment twice. I wouldn't want to pause and stay there. Staying stagnant doesn't work out. So let me go back, run it back one more time, and then move forward.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. It was a tough question because I'm looking at it through the lens of being a dad, and like obviously Mayari is like jumping through her stages so quickly. Like sometimes you just want to hit pause. But I mean, yeah, if you could live through the same moment, obviously not change anything. Like, all right, let's go through that again. Yeah, that would be dope. That would be dope. Hit and rewind. That actually brings me to my own little analogy for fatherhood, and I'm almost viewing it as a long road trip with your partner or whoever you're with at the time. As a dad, you're in that driver's seat and you're looking forward, and you see you're just trying to forecast the future, avoid the potholes, all those stuff. But you have to look in the rearview mirror and make sure, like, all right, hey, like, we good back there? And I was like, oh yeah, like I'm always kind of looking in my rearview mirror, reflecting on my childhood or my relationship with my dad, or just, hey, what was life two years ago? But like even in that, like I'm physically present in the car. I'm in the car with Mayari. I'm in the car with Kate. Yeah. But I'm in three different places at once. I'm in the past, I'm in the present, and I'm in the future, but I can't turn my head and go interact with Mayari because I got to keep my eyes on the road. And I told this to Kate. I was like, I'm really happy I have a dope ass like navigator, and like she's obviously always picking the music, and I was like, a dope ass navigator, DJ, kind of curating our road trip and helping me able to focus on the future for our family. And so like, yeah, being able to go and rewind some of those moments where I can be a little bit more present and see those things, that would be dope. So yeah, that question made me think of that little analogy that I've been thinking about for a couple months now, actually. All right, we got two more. If you could compete in the Olympics, which sport would you choose?
Track. I ran track in college.
Okay.
Easy. Hell easy.
Gotcha.
The goal was to try to get to the Olympics. Just my knees wouldn't work out. But
what event?
It would be the 100 or it would be the long jump. Yeah.
Yeah,
fast, jump high, try to fly.
Try to fly, huh? Yeah, I would probably do table tennis.
No, I'm not trying to fight those Asians, bro. Y'all got that.
I feel like if I'm there, then I'm like I'm an Olympic standard, you know. Like
yeah,
I'm not gonna be the Australian chick that was doing the breakdancing. That's not how I'm gonna show out. Like I'm gonna still like put a good effort in. Yeah, I think ping pong would be dope. I've always enjoyed playing table tennis in high school. That or something weird. I don't know. Like I don't know. Because I mean, to play golf for the Olympics, I'm like that don't really do it for me. Ping pong, I think you could knock out all your matches and still enjoy all the other festivities. Like with track, like you're 10 seconds, you just got to run one race or whatever the heat is. But yeah, I think that would be dope. Last question here. I have a feeling you'll know my answer when I ask this question. Would you rather explore space or the ocean?
It kind of depends. No, it doesn't. The sea.
Fuck that.
I take the ocean all day.
ass.
I want to see real aliens instead of going out there into infinite nothingness that's growing. So nothingness is growing more than. Yeah, it's just weird. Like I want to figure out what the fuck is here on Earth instead of trying to leave Earth and see what's out there. Because you can't breathe out there. I mean, I'm not saying I can breathe underwater, but
fact,
you could find Atlantis more than you could find like adequate places to live in outer space. Because then you're just like in this big ass uncomfortable fucking suit. At least in the submarine that I'm in, I still got regular ass clothes on and a hoodie. Can't wear a hoodie in outer space, cuz.
I'm imagining I'm like in one of those like satellite space stations like that. I don't really want to explore. I wouldn't mind the. I wouldn't mind
in
the
outer
view
space,
from,
bro. Like,
I wouldn't mind the view from out there. Like that would be kind of dope.
Like, just like in outer space, it's just black. TV and movies have made us think that there's like these beautiful lights you can see, not like, nigga, it is black.
Fucking Interstellar over
just,
here.
Yeah, like motherfuckers think like, yeah, like stop the cap. There's no like outer space is not like Alien. It's not like what the fuck is that?
Damn it,
Pixar movie that motherfuckers like to. WALL-E. It's not like WALL-E. You're not living you're living in something small and confined. And if anything,
so you telling me it ain't like Asgard? It's not really like Marvel.
It's a big ass place, and you're just in like you're pretty much in a big ass airplane, smelling motherfuckers farts and shit. Like if I'm in the ocean, at least I can like pop out, go. So it's like being on a cruise. Hop in the water, hop back on a fucking boat. Can't do that shit in outer space. And you can still see cool shit in the ocean. Oh, look at that fish that's lighting up by itself. Oh, look at that black thing that looked like the other black thing that was like the other black thing. Nah. Nah, I'm good.
You know me with the free willies and all the like. That would have never been my choice. Ever.
Yeah,
never in a million years. Because in my head, I don't know. The deepest, darkest parts of the ocean are still as black as the galaxy in my head.
Yeah, but like, you got a light out there because you could put a light on the outside of your fucking submarine.
Yeah, there's also the sun and stars. I don't know.
Where's that at in outer space? You're not seeing the light, nigga. We see that by just looking at pictures of the globe of Earth from. You don't see the sun. It's not like, oh, the sun is 3 hours away. Nigga, it's just blackness for forever. It's blackness as far as the blackness can see. And that's what outer space is. Outer space is infinite nothingness with rocks floating around it. Exploding balls of gas that are millions of years away that people get excited about. I want to see a fish that is an alien. Like I want to go as far down as possible and see what is there, because that's the one place we haven't been.
Yeah, without being like those folks that
if there's a way that you can make it to outer, like to the bottom of the ocean, like you could outer space, which I think that's odd. We can hold the pressure of outer space again, infinite nothingness, but we can't do that same thing for 70% of the planet. 70 water, and we only know about the top level. Okay,
I barely know about that.
Okay, guys.
That's it. Those are our questions from the fans. Keep them coming. Keep them weird. I mean, we'll answer them, and
these are fun.
Yeah, keep it pushing.
That being said, guys, make sure that you take all precautions to protect yourself and your family. The world is a little wild. But other than that, man, I am your play partner, host of Motion Country Cousin Blair, K-Sir Winning. That is De'Meco to my right. And man, we love you guys. Make sure you tell someone that you love them. Thank you for being here for the last 3 seasons and for this upcoming second half that we got for season 4, 5, and 6 this year. So make sure you like, share, subscribe, follow us on all social media platforms. Love you guys, man. Peace.
Come and take a look behind the scenes. See who's been a favorite superhero every day. I'm on the grind. I won't never ever take a day off. Everything I do is gonna pay off. Your little father time with me, with me, with me. You should try your little father time with me, with me.